just quickly, discuss about one more test management tool that is Team Foundation Server. Okay, and that is from Microsoft. Okay, so we have pretty much discussed a lot of tools, 3 tools. Okay, one was Rally. Okay, this is one, and you guys have access. You can create your own test cases. You can work on it. You can do a lot of stuff. Second one, which we worked on it, which is Jira. Okay, and since it was both are on the cloud, so we have pretty good access to this. The third one, okay, one more thing, you can get access to the HPALM. Okay, so if you need access, reach out to Tago. Okay, or your respective HR manager, whoever it is, reach out to them and request them the credentials for login and VPN access. Okay, if you are really interested in HPALM. Okay, but to be honest, you can just go through the video tutorial. That should be good enough, unless you really require some specialization or you really require that. Otherwise, we are good. I've already told you 2 test management tools, and third one today. We'll just go through it, and you don't have to know everything all of the time, all of the tools at once. If you know Rally, that's good. Just keep understand that concept and understand those. The process. So what my whole point of the class is, understand the process, not to the tool. Okay, that's the point of view of for my classes. Because trust me, you'll not get this Rally tool in your class. Okay, I'm sorry, you will not get this Rally tool in your project. You might be working a completely different tool which is not related to anything. Suddenly, you have this different tool altogether, like BMC, ticket management tool. That's also a management tool, but it's a little bit different. But you may not have all this, test cases or something like that. But still, it's a similar tool. If you want, you can track the defects. You can, notify the developer. All those things you can still do. So my point of view is understand the process. Okay, how we do it, how we report it to the developer, and what are the things we'll be doing this, but not really to the tool. It doesn't matter. Today we have HPLM, tomorrow you have this Rally, tomorrow you have some other tool, Jira. Okay, so don't get addicted to the tool. Okay, understand the process. Okay, so we have discussed about this Jira. Okay, some people had some questions. If you have any questions, let me know. So we have also discussed about Confluence. Okay, Confluence, I didn't go through this. You can go ahead and some people have created this. I created one thing. Okay, this is the thing which I created. Right? Oops. So over 5 years. Okay, so we wanted to upload. So I wanted you to guys to upload, files that is for test plan. Okay, this is really a little bit, confusing. Okay, but you can go ahead and work on that a little bit. See, just like I have created this, you can also go ahead and create it. Okay, you can write here comments. If somebody knows that, somebody will answer it. Okay. Otherwise, how did I do this? Okay, go to edit. Go to edit, and you can add this on the weight. This is a little bit slow, but compared to Rally, this is a little bit slow. check. So this is the URL. Here you go. So here you can create your own, just like I did, create a file list. Okay, go to the URL. Okay, this is the URL which I have given you. Okay, and create your list. Here you can, edit this and create it, and you can upload the file. Just like it is what I did here. Okay, here you can upload this file. You don't have to click on this. You can create your own, with your name, title, and the creator. Maybe title, enter your name, okay, and description. You don't have to and create. Once you create this, click on this and upload your files here. Okay, so that is the point of the SharePoint. So this is the complex. I know this is a little bit complicated, not so easy to work on. Okay, but you can still have access. You have access until this Atlassian company is going to give us access, because it's up to them. Okay, because we are using the free tool, so the addition of okay. So you can work on this. Okay, you have two tools to work on. Okay, um, and let's quickly. Okay, so let's quickly discuss on this certifications. Okay, so okay, so here this is a free, actually free certifications. Okay, you can go ahead and create an email ID. Which is from Microsoft email ID, which should be um, it is live.com or outlook.com. And once you have created it, you can log into here, and that is the URL is nba dot we just open it like that. nba.microsoft.com. So it's Microsoft Virtual Academy, and um, and go ahead and click on software testing, and go ahead and click on that and search. Okay, and you have this little bit information here. Okay, and you can see this rating too. See, normally when these ratings are there, right, it really feels me, should I take this test or should I wait, because these ratings are not so good, ratings so what I always see, if it is more than 3, I think that's okay, I can continue with that class. Okay, it should be more than 3. It's 5 is good, if it's 5 and the ratings are like around 200, 300, I think that is, best thing to do, because you don't get, there's nothing like 100% when you see this. These are the ratings. People have rated this, this information based, based on their how things are good and how it's bad. So 3, 3.5 is good out of 5. Okay, it's more than 3, it's good. I take it as okay. Even if it's not good, it's okay. We can work on that. It's good. If it is 4, that's good. 4, you don't get a lot of that kind. If it is 5 and you have such kind of ratings, that means 450. I'm sorry, 145 people have rated this as 5 out of 5. Then there's no best thing to do that. Okay, so that is the best thing you'll ever get. Okay, so go ahead and you can view these videos. There are some of the videos. Complete this assessment. Okay, every video has its assessment. Okay, complete that. Once you have done this, what it is, this might take a whole day, because if you're new, it might take a whole day. Um, so once you have done this, okay, go to the dashboard. Okay, go to the dashboard and let me quickly check my. And once you go here, right, click on course is completed, okay, you'll get this certificate, right? So you have completed so many, and you'll get this certificate, and this shows just like here. Okay, this shows, um, that certification of completion, and you said like you completed software testing fundamentals. So okay, so this shows, okay, you have some knowledge and you have some kind of certified. See, the whole point of this is why do you require really why do you require this, right? That's a very good question. So you say why would I work on this? This is not a productive work, right? And that's a very good question. I don't see any productivity here. I don't see anything here. So you know what? This is where where actually in the selection of your resume. See, as I told you, I guess I told you before, right? That whenever you submit a resume to the client, okay? So whenever you get a resume to the client gets a bunch of resumes, not just one or two. There are like 10 to 15 resumes there in the slot, and they are just going to hire one guy. So that's why they are just going to hire one, two at max. That's it. And 15 to 20 resumes, on the desk. I've seen that, when I went to there, like bunch of resumes, I don't know, they will all throw into the garbage. Okay, so they have, they'll get just 15 to 20 resumes, and who is the luckiest person to get the job. But once you get that, they will screen all things. Once you have the certification, that thing makes your resume apart from all those resumes, right? So all the resumes, okay, they might have some certification, they may not have, that's a different story, but this adds up to your skill. Okay, so this adds up your skill and saying that, hey, you know what, I have completed software testing fundamentals, okay? I have completed this, I have even have transcript, achieved that, it's directly from Microsoft, not just any other, company. Just, it's not like, I've never heard of that. Okay, it's a Microsoft company which is offering free certification. Okay, and so that that makes your resume apart from all other resumes. So now once it gets apart, now they will call you for the interview. Okay, so why don't you come to the interview? So that's the reason. So that that's where you need to click. So because see, here's the thing. Whenever so you want to get a job, right? So you want to get a job. So in that case, you need to be 100% of your own. You need to be 100%. You need to be well certified. You need to have all skills. What the client is asking, ETL or software testing or data analysis or whatever skills you have. You need to be updated with that. You need to know all the versions and all those things. And you also need to have some certifications that should be good. Okay, so if you're good, you can go ahead and plan for what's that QSTB certification. That's fine. So even QSTB, right? You can go ahead and do this. This takes some this takes money. This takes time. Okay, so that's why I'm not guiding on that. Okay, because we don't want we'll just look for free stuff for now. Yeah, once you completed this, you'll get confidence and you can go ahead and work on that. Okay, so that's the reason, right? That's the whole point of mine for putting this class as a certification, because you know so it's a you who gets benefited. Okay, at the end of the day, maybe not so much. Okay, you may really say, okay, this is not too not so good starting point, but it's a start. Okay, so if you have to start somewhere, right, you can start with this, or if you're better, you can go ahead with better. Okay, there's one more certification. If you don't like Microsoft, that's fine. Okay, you don't have to like one thing and stick to that. You have other. Okay. You have one more certificate, the Sailor Academy. Okay, go ahead and you can complete the software engineering. This is a little bit advanced level, if you're a really experienced guy and you really want to do this, and you know you don't want to pay money and get a good certification, this is a good website. Why? Let me show you really quick. I don't have certification in this because okay. So this is how you get. Okay, this is okay. And now this is how this you get this certification like. Sorry. Okay, so and this has verification code too, and you can verify this. That okay, this guy really completed this. Software engineering, really is good at it. You get the certificate, and uh, you really can put in your resume, right? This is pretty good. It's not like Microsoft. This is really a little bit. But this is advanced. Okay, you need to you know write it at first attempt and you need to pass it. If you are not able to do it, you need to take a break of 7 days and come back again, write this test. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but then you get a good certificate here. Okay, with verification code, and you can authenticate this certificate right at the website. Somebody says no, this certificate is fake. No, go ahead and verify this. This is the verification code. Okay, so that's the reason, right, of introducing a certification for you guys. Okay, um, this is I never got. Maybe I have to get this certificate. This is a little bit hard. You need to answer all the questions. I need to complete this. Okay. So, we can go ahead and software engineering, this is pretty huge. This not only just covers software engineering, what I have told you, it's not just QA, it is right from every point of view. It's from project management, from QA point of view, from developer, from architect, just touching this architect level and, Scrum Master. So they have done all this, if you see this topics, it's pretty much huge, and you can just have a look into it. And you need to register on this. Just register; it's free. Again, this is completely free. We are not talking about anything about payment of no. Do it right, sitting at your home, free time. If you have free time, if you think there's nothing good to do, just get this certification. Okay. Okay. And I really like this. Certification, because here it says verification code and you can verify it. I would say sometimes if you have the software engineering, just put this certificate in your resume and put it to the client saying that, hey, I have a certificate. If you want, you can verify it online. I'm a certified software engineer. I'm going to do software engineering, right? Um, that's really adds weightage to a resume. Okay, the client really thinks, oh, this is good. He has certified and good looking certification. Um, and you want to authenticate, you can authenticate, and that should be good. Okay, this is another thing to get certification, and one more. Oops. You can get one more is what is okay, solo one. Now you can go ahead and get one more certificate. It's not like you have to do all things. It's like do any one. Okay, I'm just giving you options here. Okay, just get it's for options. Okay, you don't have to do all these things. Just pick one and you can go ahead and do it. Okay. Go ahead with the solo run. If you don't like both of them, no, I don't like Microsoft. I don't like Sailor. Okay, then it's fine. Go ahead and okay. Unfortunately, you don't have the software testing here, but if you are really looking for SQL or something like development programs like Python or anything which you're looking good, go ahead. Um, you know what, once you complete this, you get this certificate. I just completed last time. Somebody actually, in my previous class, somebody completed for SQL fundamental. So I thought, okay, I also know SQL. Okay, I'm not so good at SQL, but I know SQL. Okay, I can do this. So what I did is, I just completed my SQL fundamental, and I just got this certificate. You know, uh, so you can to get this, and just attach your resume saying that, okay, hey, I got this certification, SQL fundamentals, or SQL, and maybe it's a certificate. Go ahead and already you can put it as a printed form. Just decide to, if they really ask it, okay, are you really certified? Just you don't even have to tag. Just show them the certificate. Yes, I am. That should be good. Okay, so because sometimes they ask, okay, sometimes in interview they ask, okay, so they really ask, okay, so your resume says that you're certified. So are you really certified in this? That's a very good question. They really ask this question. Okay, I got that interview question. So, okay, so I really got that question. Okay, so are you really certified? you know, at that time really I was not prepared. Yeah, I said yeah. Okay. So what are the certifications are you certified? Okay. So that's the question where they'll build you more and more. So once what you have is just if you are lucky, if you have this printed certificate, just the moment they ask you, are you really certified now, just put them in front of their face, and there is no more questions after that, right? They cannot ask you any more questions, right? You already showed them, it's evidence. And if you are completed from sailor, you can say, you can go ahead and verify this. This is, I completed this certificate. So that adds weightage to your resume. Okay, weightage on your skills, not only just resume skills. Okay, they really want to hire, and you might really get a good position. Just get a position, and they might really looking to hire you. So unless you really if you want the job, or unless you have a different issue, that's a different thing. But okay, so that should be that's the main point of having certification. Okay, any questions so far? So it's like have three options. I would say go ahead and get a sailor. Okay, it's hard, but trust me, it will be worth it. Okay, it will be worth it if you are really looking for a job. You're really looking for a job, and you really want that job, and really they ask that question: are you really certified? And just show them the certificate. That's it. There's no more questions. And you know, the moment you show them, they'll be okay. You're right. Sometimes that thing happens. Okay. Because the client place is really different. They might looking for a candidate who is fully certified, or they are looking for the candidate who is actually really good in all skills. Okay, they are looking for a candidate who really knows stuff, and they are really looking for talent actually, not just anything else. They're talent. Can you do the job, or can you do better than this? Okay, can you really do better than this? And so all those things. So so in that case, this really helps. Okay, so okay, so let's move to the next one. So this Microsoft is really easy. It's pretty easy if you think really cannot make this Sailor. Sailor is a little hard, to be honest with you. You know, you need to know a lot of things and a lot of go through that. And the only problem with Sailor is once you start this exam, once you do this, if you fail or something, you're not able to make it, then you need to take after 7 days. That's the only problem. Otherwise, this is really good. This is better than all these three. This is better than this, better than Microsoft. I think it's better than Microsoft. Microsoft is like you can do it if you try and try and just get it. But this thing is something which is one more thing, right? Once you complete this, some university offers some grades, okay, based on this, and you can get that. Okay, you'll be, if you're looking to join a school or something, or if you're, you will get a grade on that, and you might get a credit actually, I'm sorry, not a grade. You get a credit on this because you have already know this and you are certified. Okay, so that should be an advantage if you're looking for any higher career. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. We quickly have this. Any questions or anything else? I mean, the whole class, what we have discussed so far. Any questions on homework? So you guys have Google Drive. Go ahead and just look at just have a look into this and and you'll find some of the interview questions. Let me quickly show you that. Okay, just let me. Some people may not be aware of that. So let's quickly show you. There are some of the interview questions. Okay, so you can go ahead and read some of them. Drive. There's a lot of information here. It may not be, it's not easy to, understand everything at once. But keep on looking this, keep on, find things, you get used to this. So it's not a big deal. Okay, so you can go ahead and click on frequently asked questions. That is directory number 19. And there you have plenty of FAQ. I call it this FAQ. We have this Unix, QTP, Informatica, PL SQL. If you just want to look into this, Oracle SQL, Quality Center. Okay, QA, got it. So the directory number 2. Go ahead and click on directory number 2, and we have this QA process FAQ. Not seen this. Okay, good. So here are these questions. You can go ahead. Some of them I have already discussed. Some of them it's not. So we can have a look at see how these questions are. And let's go to the second one. Okay, we have some of them we have completed. So just have an idea. Okay, you don't have to mug up something. Just make sure you don't mug up or something, or you just don't just have some idea so that whenever you're staying in interview, just remember so later I can send that into inventory. But other than QA, you also have other, you have PL SQL, you have Oracle SQL, you have data warehouse, if you want really looking at Teradata, you can go ahead and go to Teradata. If you are looking in Informatica, go ahead and you can look into Informatica. What's the Informatica? Okay, if you are looking in Unix, go ahead and use this Unix. You have pretty much FAQs on all this. Okay, so that's about this Google Drive. So I hope everyone has access to Google Drive, right? Does anyone there who doesn't have access to Google Drive? If anyone doesn't have access to Google Drive, send me an email. Oops. send me an email at manu@idmaker.com, and I'll give you access to this Google Drive. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next topic. Okay. So we just quickly go through this one more test management tool. It's just kind of we don't have to just it's good to know. It's like good to know. You don't have to learn or something. I'll give you access by end of today. Okay. So 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 what Microsoft has done is they have integrated. So they have like visualstudio.com, and what they have done is they have integrated that um, go, go. So we do one thing. Okay, so they have integrated this into Visual Studio and just use this. I'm supposed to use this because oh, I really forgot my username. Let's quickly check this. Okay, so so they have integrated all these things into Visual Studio. Okay, so you can also download this. Okay, um, there's a tool for Team Foundation Server, and you can download this. Let's download this. Okay, so once you log in here, it's a similar again to the rally. Okay, so this is all these are what test management do. You manage your okay. So the reason, right? Some people use Team Foundation Server, some people use Rally, some people use ClearQuest, some people use HPL, some people use Jira, some people use Zephyr. So there is a lot. Okay, and we don't know everything. Okay, we don't know everything. Just Slack, ClearQuest, and Zephyr. Some people use Zephyr. Okay. Not only that, it keeps on coming, the tools keep on rising. We need to upgrade based on this. So that's the whole point of, explaining you these many tools. Otherwise, one tool is good, you'll be working in one or two tools, that's max. Okay, so, okay. So here's the thing, again, you got a similar process, which is, you browse this project, you really don't create a new one. If you have this, go ahead and click on the particular project you're working on. And this is really good. Oh, they have included space in this. Wow, I want to see this. Okay. Okay. Once you get this affiliated project, you can go ahead and click on dashboard. You can create, your work right from here, from the dashboard. It's good, dashboard is good. Or you can change your dashboard too. So no big deal. Just click on this. If you want, whatever dashboard you want to create, you can do it here. But I feel this is good. This is a lot of options. Springboard now. I don't need a really welcome. But yeah, of course, you can, if I can have that in dashboard, that's good. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. What is work assigned? Okay, this is very good. I want to know what work is assigned to me. My boss assigned some work, or my lead assigned some work, or I don't know, even developer assigned. The developer doesn't assign you to work directly. It has to come from the lead. Okay, developer assigned to the lead, and if developer directly assigning to you, that means you are a lead. Okay, so normally that doesn't happen really frequently. Okay, so so if someone assigns you, that's good. I want to know this. Who's doing what and what's happening. Okay, if somebody assigns you to the work, if you don't know, you really need to check either with them or check. Of course, you need to check with me. Or also you can discuss with your colleagues. Okay, this is the thing is happening. Senior. Okay, the people who are senior, not just new base. Okay, new base, of course, don't know. Okay, so we can check with them. So what to do with this and what's happening. And team members, of course, we will know who is the team member. What's the work related to? This is really not. I mean, that doesn't bother me, so I just keep this. Okay, so here I can open what I can open almost anything right from my dashboard. Okay, is it a bug? Is it a feature issue? Test case, user story, so on. Okay, is it just bug? Click on bug title and just create here. Okay, you can do that. Once you have done that, go to the code. Code is really not our thing. It's a developer work. Let's quickly check just anything for testing point of view. Yeah, it is not really for testers actually. A lot of things are very that would use. Okay, so this, you put this, now this in the code. This is the build. Okay, where the build actually build one, build two, and all this goes to the build, and they process the build, and you have this option here. But really, not our job. Here we go. The work. This is the work for both developers as well as for testers. Okay, so here once you figure it out, all the user stories are there here. Okay, and this is a feature request. These are stories, and if you have iterations here, know what iteration you are working on, iteration 1, iteration 2. This there is any iterations here, we can look into it. Right? And okay, good. So here you can assign whoever. Okay. So now I want to see this. Sorry. Click on this. Open. That shows up here. Okay, and this is the user story. Okay, and this is a similar way again, kind of rallies, similar thing, different UI. So get used to this, and we have this options again, the same story, right? Description, acceptance criteria, and all those things. Okay, this is a user story, so here it's nothing to do for us. Just we are looking into this, how this thing looks like, and you want to see. We have a lot of information here. You want to see all this information. What's all there here? Okay. Good. And let's see this attachment. Okay, so we want to close this. We don't want this. Now I want to see, what are the test cases and what are the issues related to this. You see this small arrow here. Click on that. Oh, we have these two things here. I've never seen that. Okay. So now we can see this is there's a task, there's a bug here. Okay. Now task. Okay, you want to see this task. Click on this icon. You have a lot of options here. You want to HTML, you want the email, delete, don't do this. Open it. Okay, so here, this is a task. Okay, maybe you need to have this test cases here, and this is a state. You can change it here to active. Good. And reason. What's reason? Got started. Good. And where's the location exactly? Testing thing, iteration 1. And if you can attach a screenshot here, images, the similar way what you do here in Rally, and always estimate, change the estimate. This implementation, and you can see this timeline who has done this, and, and these are the things you can do. This is a similar way to Rally, Oh, yeah, that's true. We need to save and close. Because we just made it active. Again, there's a bug. So everything is right here, Just like you can open here. Okay. And this is active, good, reason approved. That's very good. This is has been approved by your manager or something. Okay. And, development, if there is any development, you do add developments. This is our developer. Okay. And which build integrated. Okay. So all this is information about this. Bug. Okay, this is the user story. All comes under this task, epic, features, bug. All this comes under the user story, because user story is a requirement. User story is always a requirement. Okay, requirements. What you want to do with the requirements? You want to create tasks. What you want going to do with the task? You are creating test cases. What are you doing to the test cases? You are creating bugs. So that's the whole point. Okay, so you are actually trying to. So your job. See, to be end of the day, your job is to create bugs. That's the only thing you need to do. But since we need to proceed with a formal way, okay, so that's the reason you need to create test cases for that. You need to, update your estimation. How much time will it take? Okay, you need to update your estimation. How much time will it take to write your test cases? How much time will it take to go, open the bugs, and which developer to, assign it to, and who is working. All those information should be done. That's the reason we have all these things. Okay, so that's about this. And once you okay, so we'll just quickly go on the board session. Okay, good. So this is what, this is an agile. So everything is an agile. So what we are actually doing is now this is agile. Now, this is Kanban. Okay, this is a Kanban process. So we were all, working on Scrum. You see this? We were working on Scrum, this meeting, you need to go to that meeting, you need to run around. Okay, daily Scrum, sprint planning, sprint grooming, sprint retrospective, this, that, and so many things, and creating a lot of confusion. Okay, and that's all happening. This Kanban is pretty simple. Kanban is for less team. Okay, smaller teams. Okay, there's 3-4 people. That's it. There's one developer, Scrum Master, developer, tester. That's it. I'm sorry, Scrum Master, developer, tester. Okay, and one more developer. That's fine. You don't go beyond 5 to 6, and if you are going beyond 5 to 6, you want to go to a Scrum. And if you are going more than that, you better not work on Agile. Work on waterfall, do whatever you want, because Agile is fast moving environment. You don't want to, have more people and decrease efficiency. Once you have more and more people in the team, that decreases productivity, and in turn will decreases efficiency. Okay, so this is a different thing. This is also an Agile. As I told you, like we have in Agile, we have 3-4, right? Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming. What is driven, expert driven. Okay, so all those things come from Agile. So this is a Kanban process. Okay, and this is what we discussed. The traditional board moving things and sticky notes. Remember those sticky notes and moving from this place to there. That replaces whole thing into this. Okay, this is online thing. That's a traditional way. You're using big board. Really showing you the last time. Let me quickly show you that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this, this is a traditional way. I'm using this board, this is which is pretty much outdated if you ask me. but there people who using this, so no offense. Okay, so there's like stories to do in progress testing. Okay, you're using this board traditional way. Here, everything has been replaced. You do it here by just pulling this here. Just see this. I'm just pulling this and saying, okay, this is my new. I'm doing functional testing. Okay. Okay, so now this is a new status. Okay, this is a user story. Okay, this is a user story, and I'm doing this, and this is a task which this is a test case which I'm performing. Okay, I can open this and we look into it. What is? Can I open that? No. Um, okay, and is all this information is here. Yes. And I'm saying this, okay, this is a new, okay, once developer works it, developer is good, now I move to active from new, now I just up, okay, good. Now I move that, to the active, the similar way what we are doing here, yes, right? Uh, we have moved this to the active, now we are actually, we are functional testing, and I have this issue raised, which is in the active status, and now I'm going to assign some developer, is the developer. Okay, I have assigned a developer right from here, and this is issue should be resolved. Okay, once this get resolved, the project manager. Okay, this is some time limit. Let me just find. Good, got saved. Just put the time limit to this. Okay, now this gets updated as 8 hours of time. Okay, now once this gets resolved, just pull that. Somebody will be doing it, either you, Scrum Master, or developer. Okay, you. So if it's a bug, you have to do it. Nobody else. Pull that here and put it here. Okay, result which took 5 hours. This is developer actually say that it took 5 hours. No, not really. 3 hours. That should be good. And they have resolved this issue. The issue is fixed. Once this issue is fixed, it goes to tester saying that, okay, why don't you retest that defect? Once you retest it, you want to move this story to closed. So that's gone. That's done. So this all time is being added here. So once you have 2 to 3 user stories, are okay. Let's worry on about one user story in 3 to 5 tasks. Keep on moving here from this, and you can okay, and you can move that to the close once the issue is resolved. So this has to be done by the tester, not by the developer, because you are closing a bug. Okay. Okay. So once you have a lot of user stories, you can hide this and you can see what you have to work and what you know. So this is the whole process is actually called as Kanban. Okay. This is pretty simple. Just move your user stories from here there. You just want to move this, put it back. You can do that. So instead of doing on board, sticky notes and putting here, you can do this non-life. Okay, and okay, so you can this is like Kanban process. So say so you can do this similar to many user stories. You can do this. So this is about work. Let's go to the next one. Build and release. So by today I'll be giving access for this Team Foundation server. So this is called TFS. Okay, Team Foundation server. Okay, so we have this releases. So builds. So Okay, so you have this, releases. Okay, you can assign new releases, because this releases is I'm sorry, middleware. People who actually see this, how many releases are going. Okay, so they can add this. Okay, or you can do this by um, Scrum Master or whoever people is responsible for this. Okay, they can also work on this. And let's go to this library. If you have any library, this. Okay, here. This is a little bit slow because this is on cloud. Okay, so this is all. So we were all talking about the cloud. Okay, this is nothing installed in a system or something. No, this is all in the Microsoft server. So this is a Microsoft server. Okay, now let's go to this test. Okay, so here's the thing where you can. Okay, so here you have an option for also do the performance testing. Here, these guys have really a good option to do the performance testing. Not all have this option. Okay, so Rally doesn't have this option of doing performance, but here you do. Okay, load test. You can create your test cases for the load. Okay, if you're doing load testing, that is performance testing. Okay, JMeter. Okay, this all belongs to the JMeter is kind of for the load testing too. And we have this. You can also do the web services. This is not exactly for web services. That's a different tool. Okay, but web services is a little bit different from QA, but it's also kind of, you can say, part of the QA. Okay, so this is load testing, and you can do test plans here. Good, somebody has created. So take this. Okay, good. Here I have this option of, if you want to do manual testing or automated testing or load testing. Okay, so you can do based on your test cases. Maybe I have written these test cases. Okay, so let's quickly check this one. This good. So you can write this test cases here. This will see this insert step. You can write this test cases. Maybe I didn't write it. You can write the test cases here too. And this is a test, okay? So this is on test plans, and you have to write this in the test plan. And you can run this, or you can just try to pass it or fail it or block are not applicable. Whatever steps you have created this, okay? And you can execute all at once, run it, okay? Do this. Uh, So this okay, you can have a number of sets. It's kind of, you can also prepare sets here, and you can run it. So this is a better alternative for HPLM. If you really think HPLM, I would say this is a better idea to use this instead of HPLM. Even if you are using it at a client place, let's say your client says, no, we are using HPLM. So you can tell them, So here's the thing, you sometimes if you are really, once you're senior and once you really work for 1-2 years and you really know what's happening there, what's going on, you can really recommend them. Okay, saying that, okay, why don't we use this too? This has very good options. We have good options than HPLM. Okay, why? It's a similar interface. Similar interface. Only thing is, it's on the web. Not only just web. You can download this. Sorry. You know, um, you can download this tool. Okay, so where you can, team foundation server, we can check how we get an option here to download it. This is almost like this. Okay, so we can also download this, and we can work on this, or just do it in online on the cloud server. That's good. Don't have to worry on this. Okay, why don't we use this tool? Okay, you can also recommend to the you know the sometimes it gets outdated because HPLM really, to be honest, it's pretty much outdated. Even if you're running your waterfall methodology, I would say you can work on this. This is way more better than HPLM. Why? Because here you don't have a lot of chaos. In HPLM, it's a lot of you need to create test cases at one place. You need to edit test cases at one place, and you need to import all these test cases to the test lab. That's a lot of workaround. There's a lot of workaround in the tool itself. You're actually, technically, you're not doing any productive work by doing that. You're not doing any productive work by just moving the test cases from here to there to here. Again, we get frustrated with those bugs in which is there in HPLM. That's too much of unnecessary work. Okay, so that's that's not good. When you're working agile, I don't think that's a very good idea to use that tool. Okay, so you can explain to the people, project manager, and show this demo. You can also register. So this is free. You can just earn your name and you can give them a demo. And once you get into this, and um, let me quickly check. I just forgot how to download this. There's actually an option of downloading. Let me check. Because yes, I think this is supposed to download. Here we go. Okay, we can just download this. You can just free account and and once you do it, I think it's like login, which directly connects to this. Okay, then they're actually going to use web. If you don't have to download it or something, or you really don't like it, don't download it. That's it's an option. You can do all things here. So go ahead and click on test. And go to the test plans and write test cases here. Any test cases, that's good. You don't have to download anything. Okay, so that's you get this. Make sure you get this. Okay, how it is. Okay, just don't worry about this one. This is pretty complicated. We'll just just stick on to this our test management tool and yeah, just work on cloud. That should be good. That should be good. We just work on cloud and because all this is taken care by third-party servers, so we don't have to worry much about it. Okay, so that's an introduction about this Team Foundation server. Okay, if if you have questions, let me know. So we'll end this class. Anyone has any questions so far about anything? Yeah, we don't have QA class from tomorrow because we are done with it, as per the syllabus, right? So we have completed the class. Yeah, of course, we didn't have one class because we had a holiday. Okay, that was Jira. Jira will just give an introduction. So that's right. If you are good at any good at one test management tool, I would say go with Rally. Rally is easy, soft, nice, good. It's pretty good. Or you don't have to stick with Rally. Say no, I don't like Rally. That's good. That's totally fine. I understand with that. You can go with Team Foundation Server if you like it. No, I don't like Team Foundation Server. Go ahead with the Jira. You don't like all the three. I can't do anything that at least work on one. That should be. The other one is it's like kind of um, just for good to know. Yeah, I know this. You can do this. You can move the test cases. You can. So it's kind of that. Good to know stuff. So be good at one tool. That should be good. And later tools you can say, yeah, I know this. I worked on it. I know most of the functionalities. It's similar tool what we use in Rally. So it should be good. Whenever you need to talk in interview, right? You need to make sure, like you can say like one tool based on one tool. Let's say you're good with Rally. Okay, let's say you're good in Rally. You can say, yeah, I've used Rally. It's a pretty good tool, and not only that, we have worked with Team Foundation Server, and it's a pretty similar tool, but user interface is just here and there. That's not a big deal for me. I've used Rally, so I need to be, and I'm comfortable with that. So that's how you can relate with one tool to the another tool. Okay, because whenever the interviewer asks, okay, so do you know Zephyr? Okay, you cannot just say outright as no. That's not a good. If you say just like that, okay, no, then they won't hire you. Yeah, I'm good with Zephyr. I mean, no big deal. I've used Rally, I've used Team Foundation Server, I've used Jira. So as Zephyr is a no big deal. I'm comfortable with UI. It's just a UI, right? And I know the test process. I know test cases, how to write test cases. I know how to report defects. So I don't think it's a pretty big deal to to know the Zephyr. That's how you need to answer interviewer questions. Even if you don't know, you need to coordinate with the existing tool which and make them understand that it's not a big deal to know one thing. Okay, so that's the about test management tool. And of course, about testing. So we have I think this class was not so good, right? We had some issues, but we worked on this website. So this is a web application. Just we know how to enter values. We know three types of testing scenarios. Positive scenario, negative scenario, and boundary values. And we want to test everything here, not only just buttons. Website, and and this all these bugs. We will report these bugs. Pretty much we have completed all the things. Apart from this, if you think anything is required, you can still ask any question. Any more questions? If you still have any questions, you can. No, not really. I mean, just not an order. Okay, somebody asked, right? Somebody asked a question. So somebody asked a question that the positive, negative scenario and boundary values are only valid for the fields. Not really. The answer is not really. The positive scenario is also for this button too. Positive scenario, when you click this button, okay, it's ordering for the first. And this is one thing. Okay. Now, yeah, boundary values is only for the fields, but negative scenarios, we can have this both positive and negative scenarios for this. Okay, this like negative scenario don't have much this, but just like right click button is not really that's a negative scenario. Okay, but positive scenario, you enter some values and it's getting clicked. Negative scenario, just don't put any values. Please, you just put this. This is not getting okay. So this is how the button also has the two values. Negative scenario and positive scenario. Okay. So not just only the field values. Okay. So this is the field values. You can have this three options. Negative scenario. So here you have a lot of fields. So this has so many other scenarios. Technically, it's not really required to fill all the information in a text. The test case I told you, right? Just be brief. Just put one line statement. What I'm trying to do. What kind of testing, positive, negative, boundary values, image testing. Fonts, and um, cosmetic issues, bidding and information is this color. All these things. Just put a one line statement. Make it short. So that that test case says that you are testing whole website, not just one or two fields. So that makes your manager or your boss saying that okay, you have done some work. You are testing this whole thing once. Okay. So that's how you should be. So here you have all the three, right? Positive scenario, negative scenario, and boundary values. Okay. Any more questions? For this button, of course, you only have two, positive and negative scenario. Positive when you enter some values, negative which you don't enter values and click on this. That should be. So that's for buttons. And for images, you don't have much of scenarios. You just see if the image is there or not. Is this image as per the requirements or not? Okay, you have this requirement document. Look into this and see that okay, so is this image is really the same image or it's a different image, the color of the image, the size of the image, all those things. Okay, and the URL, the appropriate URL is see in some cases there is the URL has been you cannot directly there's also URL testing. Okay, so that's a different thing altogether. But there is URL which is encrypted. Okay, always whenever you click that URL, a new URL shows up because not all companies have that. Wells Fargo has some unique feature on that. That's always when you cannot even bookmark that. That URL is so complicated because always it generates a new URL. Bookmarks you need to have their own option of picking that bookmark. And I don't know what URL they save. But whenever you click that, a new URL shows up because that's for hacking, right? Nobody has to hack. That's the reason they have some unique feature on this. Okay. Sometimes you need to do that kind of testing. Okay. So we have worked more into web application. You can also work on client applications. Client applications, a lot of client applications we have. Okay, whatever is installed in your system is called client application. Okay. Any more questions? Okay, if no one has any questions, can we close this class for today? Okay, thank you guys and good luck.